Okay, we're going to do a little toolbox tour, see what the toolbox of an Autobody Technician looks like. Start with the top. WD-40, some air tool oil, a little bit of undercoat, DeWalt 18-volt drill. It's going to be upgraded soon. I'm going to get rid of it and get a Milwaukee bottle. This is just a water bottle for wet sanding and polishing. Bucket, sponging, cleaning cars. Bread pans for storing. These work really good for storing bolts in when you're taking cars apart. I got a mask up there, some safety glasses, lotion. Hands get real dry when you're working in dust and shit all day. On the side, it's got a welding helmet and face shield hanging there because I don't have anywhere else to put them. First drawer, screwdrivers. These are just Craftsman. These are Mastercraft. A couple snap-on ones in there, like the oddball 30 Torx and a 27. Drawer number 2, some sanding blocks. These are, just 3M. A couple putty blades, soft block, stubby wrenches, because those don't really fit anywhere else in my toolbox and they don't really get used. Ratcheting wrenches, Blue Point ratcheting wrenches. Standard here, 3/4 to 5/16, and metric, 19 to 8, and then I had to buy this 7mm separately. A little set of files in there. Some more miscellaneous, just Stanley wrenches. A couple pressure gauges, got a ruler sitting in here, straight edge. MIG light, these things are fucking awesome. I couldn't do any welding without one because I can't see shit. This drawer, this has to be better organized. This is kind of a waste of space just having all these wrenches laid out in here. But these are just Mastercraft wrench kit. This is kind of just junk drawer, some Loctite, some gasket maker, gloves, welding shields, or shields for my welding helmet I should say. Big bag of zip ties, some, what is that, heat shrink, shit in there. Got some long needle nose pliers, nut drivers, tin snips, mini torch, a couple tape measures, brush, wire strippers. There's a deburring tool. This thing is also freaking awesome. I love this thing. A little level in there, test light. This drawer is kind of a mess too. I just put my wallet and my keys in here every day, keep a few polish rags, some Tylenol, box cutter knives, couple box cutters, shitty little light that I never use, a nice plastic trim removal tool, little screwdriver, magnet, headphones. These snap-on lights are the shit. These things are frickin' awesome. I've been through, this is only my second one. The first one I left on overnight a few times in vehicles and dropped it in a bucket of oil, so I had to throw it out. But I got 2 more new ones just sitting in cases because that's how much I use them. Now this drawer, this is probably the nicest looking drawer in my whole toolbox. Not all my sockets, but most of them. These are all 3/8 standard impact sockets, deep 3/8 metric impact sockets, deep, and then 3/8 impact, shallow. These are just jet sockets. I don't really need, you know, expensive snap-on ones that don't get used that much. These are cheap and they're haven't had any problems with them yet. So just some chrome. Yeah, I think these are Stanley 3/8 sockets, 1/4 inch and 1/4 inch. Got those on holders because they're used the most. Snap-on extensions, just chrome ones for the 1/4 inch and impact ones for the 3/8. Couple adapters, that's 1/2 inch to 3/8, then I got a 3/8 to 1/2 inch. 3/8 impact 21, need one of those, mostly just for doing Ford bumpers. And then these little guys that hold bits in. These are really handy. If I can get the fucking thing back in there. Ratchets, 1/4 inch snap-on with the, what is this, flex head, I think that's called. I really like that. That's probably my favorite ratchet. I don't use it very much, but when I do, I love it. Just regular 1/4 inch snap-on, that's the one I probably use the most. I've also got this flex head that I hate it. I don't like these at all. I haven't hardly used this. And then snap-on, or it's not snap-on, Blue Point 1/4 inch air ratchet. Snap-on 3/8 flex head. This thing's awesome too. Big drawer, Ingersoll 3/8 impact ratchet, snap-on, just a pretty standard torque wrench in there. That's just mostly for personal use, doing lug nuts and shit like that. Couple Stanley ratchets, 3/8 and 1/2 inch. 1/2 inch extension through little 3/8 chrome extension, 3/8 snap-on breaker bar, big 1/2 inch extension, snap-on 1/2 inch air impact, some Mastercraft 1/2 inch impact sockets. Haven't had any trouble with these either. These kits are super cheap. They go on sale at Canadian Tire all the time for like 90 or 100 bucks, and they are worth it. Master Torx kit. This thing is freaking amazing. This is probably worth its weight in gold. I use this so much. It's got, what sizes? 6 to 70 and 8 to 60, tamper resistant. It's got Torx Plus, standard Torx, external Torx. This kit's awesome. Snap-on 1/4 inch electric ratchet, snap-on 3/8 electric impact, panel popper drawer and picks. These are just, this is a cheap set from Princess Auto, same with these, but they work pretty good. Blue Point, these things work awesome for taking door panels off. Shitty little Mastercraft panel popper that actually comes in handy sometimes. Snap-on panel popper set, this one, and this long guy come in a set. These things are awesome. One little Blue Point panel popper, big pick, some little picks, just chamois drawer, polish rags, just some clamps, seam buster, good oil filter wrench, some punches. This is snap-on vice grips. These came free with a palm sander that I bought, so that was kind of a nice little bonus. Just a set of 4 vice grips in there. Hammer dolly drawer. Just most of these are just Mastercraft or Princess Auto hammers, except for my 2 snap-on body hammers. Got a little pick hammer and a longer one. Dollies, all-purpose or general-purpose dolly, heel dolly, rubber heel dolly, and a toe dolly, and then a big dolly on a stick there. Snap-on pry bar in here too. I got a few sanders in here. This is just a Ingersoll dual action sander. This is a snap-on palm sander, 6-inch. I had a 3M one, and it was just kind of started to quit working, so I got a snap-on one, and I like that thing way better, the snap-on one. Oh, there's a soldering gun in there too, and a really long 3M block. Another Ingersoll. This is the Ingersoll grinder. I'm not sure how big those pads are. I think they're, what is it, 36 or something like that. Pliers and vice grips. Most of these are just Mastercraft. A couple good, what brand are these things? Irwin or something, or vice grip brand, old vice grip brand vice grips in there. Some more little pliers, some little screwdrivers, bits, bunch of air tools, jet drill, jet angle grinder, Blue Point 3/8 angle drill. Just bought that the other day. Blue Point. This is a side cutter, I guess you can call it. Blue Point die grinder. Snap-on die grinder bits. Those were not cheap. Drill bit set from, I'm not sure what brand these are, I can't remember, but they're a good brand. Spot weld cutter, some grinder discs. This is kind of a waste of space drawer too. Got a primer gun in there, mask, another new soft block, some polishing pads. And then this drawer, there's not really anything in here. I got a welding jacket, old paint suit, some wood, not really much, some lug nuts for my truck, and that's kind of it. The toolboxes themselves are just Mastercraft from Canadian Tire. The bottom one was, I think, $700 or $800 on sale, and the top one was $900 or $1,000. So pretty good deal for good sized toolbox when you don't have the money to spend on a snap-on one or whatever. So it's worked good. Drawers all open and close fine. Yeah, that's it. That's the toolbox of a Autobody Technician. So there you go.